Welcome guests and fellow Kiwanians to the 75th Annual Boys High School State Finals Basketball Scholarship Awards Program. I'm Eric Steele, president of the Indianapolis Kiwanis Club, the world's greatest Kiwanis Club. It is our pleasure to celebrate athletic and academic achievement with all of you. We would like to thank the IHSAA for their assistance in making this annual program possible. We are also grateful to Quinn Buckner, Vice President of Communications with Pacer Sports Entertainment, for his help with this presentation. Thank you to Mike Yantz Films for making this video for us today. Kiwanis International is celebrating our 106th anniversary of service to communities throughout the world. Our focus is on serving and caring for the needs of our youth, knowing that these young people will be the leaders of tomorrow. Along with Kiwanis International celebrating its 106th anniversary, the Indianapolis Downtown Kiwanis Club is celebrating its 105th anniversary of service. We are grateful for the many opportunities we have to serve. One of those is through this program. We have been hosting this event for 75 years. We have a long-standing tradition of honoring student athletes. We host a similar program in December every year to honor local high school football standouts. We also sponsor 8 service leadership clubs in the city and onward to 3 service clubs connected with Indianapolis area universities. So if you're heading to Butler, IUPUI, or UIndy following graduation, please consider joining the Circle K clubs we sponsor on those campuses. The Downtown Kiwanis Club has hosted the annual Abe Lincoln Scholarship Program for the last 45 years. Through this program, we have provided over $1.1 million in scholarships to Marion County high school seniors who have overcome obstacles life has thrown at them to achieve great things in their schools and communities. Once again, our Kiwanis Club will join the Indianapolis Star in celebrating the positive nature of sports across Indiana with the Indiana Sports Awards. The Kiwanis Club presents a $3,500 scholarship to a female student athlete who is selected as a 2021 Marion County Female Athlete Award. Now, I'd like to turn it over to Mr. David Wright, Chief Financial Officer and Chief Operating Officer for TCM International Institute. David has been a member of our Kiwanis Club of Indianapolis since 1997 and has served as chairman of our basketball committee the past 13 years. Thanks, David, for all you and your committee have done to creatively pull this great program together again this year.
Thank you, Eric. Thanks for your leadership throughout this year. I know it's been a tough one, but we really appreciate so much what you've done. It's been a privilege for me to serve as the chairman of the annual basketball awards program for the Kiwanis Club of Indianapolis. And over the last 8 decades, we have gathered, and that gathering has become a memorable part of Hoosier hysteria. And we celebrate champions both on and off the court. Recently, we asked Quinn Buckner of the Pacer Sports and Entertainment to provide a quick couple of answers from one of the Pacers with regard to 2 questions. And those questions were related to the importance of hard work and also academics towards one's success. Here's a response to those questions from Pacer TJ McConnell.
Yeah, academics is for sure number one. It actually helped instill a work ethic in me on the court by the way I studied and prepared for exams and how hard I worked in the classroom. It helped shape me to the player I am with the work ethic that I brought to the court. I feel like if you've seen me play, I just work incredibly hard. I play each game and practice each day like it's my last. There's gonna be people that are taller than me, faster than me, stronger than me, more athletic and better, but you're not gonna outwork me. And that's my mindset every single day. I took on that persona at a pretty young age. I kind of figured I wasn't going to be the tallest, the fastest, or the strongest. But my dad helped instill that work ethic in me, and I just took it and ran with it.
We want to thank Quinn Buckner of Pacer Sports and Entertainment for his ongoing support of the Kiwanis Club of Indianapolis and our annual program for the Indiana High School Basketball Association State Tournament. A primary goal of the Downtown Kiwanis Club is the support and enrichment of quality education for youth in our community. We realize that participation on athletic teams can help motivate students to strive to reach their fullest potential. In order to bring greater public awareness To the many highly achieving academic athletes in Marion County, the Kiwanis Club annually features an Academic All-Star Award. The Academic All-Star Awards presented by the Kiwanis Club of Indianapolis will honor the 5 senior boys who have received the highest academic achievement on a combination of grade point average, standardized test scores, and class rank. Of the 5 award winners, the student athlete with the single highest academic achievement will be named MVP of the Academic All-Star Team. The MVP will receive a $1,500 scholarship, and the other 4 All-Stars will each be awarded $1,000 scholarship each, used towards the college or vocational school of their choice. In order to qualify, the boys must be a senior on a Marion County High School team playing in the 2021 IHSAA Boys Basketball Tournament. Number 2, have met the curriculum and course requirements to earn an academic diploma as defined by the Indiana State Department of Education, or have met the requirements of your school's highest academic college preparatory program. And 3, must have at least a 3-point grade average. It is our intention to give recognition to those outstanding academic athletes who can provide excellent role models for other students. We also think the awards can help improve student awareness of the value of competing successfully in the classroom as well as on the court. We would like to thank the schools, athletic directors, and coaches for nominating these terrific young men for our scholarship. Academic All-Stars who were nominated are from Ben Davis High School, Trevor Nibbs from Cardinal Ritter High School, Timothy Godsell from Cathedral High School, Jalen Edward Johnson from Covenant Christian High School, Caleb Crane, also from Covenant Christian High School, Graham Shelton. From Crispus Attucks High School, Kevin Briscoe. A second Crispus Attucks High School senior is Isaiah Stafford. From Franklin Central High School, Sam J. Meddert. From Park Tudor High School, Alex Drix. Also from Park Tudor High School, Ronald Johnson. From Perry Meridian High School, Noah Pendleton. Also from Perry Meridian, John Joyce. From Roncalli High School, Anthony Donahue. From Roncalli High School, Thomas Thelmuth. From Roncalli High School, Carson Lynn. From Roncalli High School, Luke Aller. From Roncalli High School, Matthew Babb. From Speedway High School, Carson Harrison. From Warren Central High School, Xavion Gillard. The 4 Kiwanis Academic All-Star $1,000 scholarship recipients are from Speedway High School, Carson Harrison. Speedway's athletic director, Brian Avery, said, "The Speedway basketball program asks 3 things from each player. Be a good person, be a good student, give your best effort in all things related to basketball." Carson Harrison is not just a good person, he is a young man of high moral character and one of the hardest workers we have. In the classroom, Carson carries a 4.3 GPA and ranks 10th out of 119 seniors. He is constantly challenging himself by taking 5 advanced placement classes out of a 7-period day. Finally, he has contributed greatly to our team as well as the football team over the last 2 years. Although he is just 5'11", he is our leading rebounder and brings energy and enthusiasm daily to our practices. Carson Harrison will be successful in the future because he is determined, unselfish, works hard, and genuinely cares about others. From Cardinal Ritter High School, Timothy Godsell. Jim Martin, athletic director of Cardinal Ritter, said, "Timmy was voted as the football team captain as a junior and senior. He is also a leader in the basketball locker room and on the baseball diamond. He has served his community through feeding the homeless within his parish. He was featured in the Criterion for his service to others. He is a member of the school's athletic leadership team, a student ambassador, and a member of the National Honor Society." From Cathedral High School, Jalen Edward Johnson. Cathedral's head basketball coach, Jason Delaney, said, Jalen Johnson is considered a leader on the team and can be found shooting around in the gym whenever he gets the opportunity. His leadership has led to an opportunity to be a peer mentor during his senior year. He was selected in a competitive process and works with a group of freshmen, helping them acclimate to their new school academically and socially. From Covenant Christian High School, Caleb Crane. Athletic Director David Pfeiffer said Caleb is one of the most hardworking, unassuming, selfless athletes I've coached in soccer and watched in basketball. Caleb is dedicated to his craft on the court, but he is also desirous to see his teammates excel as well. While injury has limited some of his minutes this year, Caleb is constantly cheering his team on and is the first to pick up a teammate or an opponent when they are on the ground. He is humble, trustworthy, and lives out the Dittos mentality, die to self, that is ingrained in this program. Congratulations to our 4 academic scholarship recipients. And now, the Kiwanis Jim Mills Memorial MVP Scholarship, which was founded and funded by former Kiwanis member Jim Mills. His family still supports the scholarship along with the Kiwanis Foundation of Indianapolis. We thank them for their ongoing support. The Kiwanis Jim Mills Memorial of $1,500 is what we call the MVP Scholarship, and it's presented to Ben Davis High School Trevor Nibbs. Heather McGowan, Assistant Athletic Director at Ben Davis, quoted, Trevor is a hardworking and reliable young man. He performs at a high level on a constant basis. He leads by example. His passion, empathy, desire, dedication, and grit are second to none. Trevor is the type of young man you want leading and representing not only your team, but your school. Congratulations to all of the Kiwanis Academic All-Stars and to our Kiwanis Jim Mills Memorial MVP Scholarship recipient. And congratulations to each of you and all those academic all-stars who are representing their schools so well. Recently, I had the opportunity to interview Commissioner Paul Neidig. Paul enjoyed a 31-year career with Evansville-Vanderburg School Corporation, most recently as Chief of Staff and Director of Athletics. He was a continuous member of the Indiana High School Athletic Association Board of Directors from 2004 to 2017 and served as the chairman of the executive committee 3 times. He is also a recent member of our Kiwanis Club. Hello, I'm David Wright with the Downtown Kiwanis Club, and it's my privilege and pleasure to be with you today with Commissioner Paul Neidig, the newly installed Commissioner of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Commissioner, thank you for being with us today. We appreciate you so much.
Well, it's certainly my pleasure to be here in such a tradition-rich event of the Indiana High School Basketball Association. Downtown Kiwanis has been a partner of the association for a lot of years, and incidentally, I'm a brand new member of the association and happy to do so.
Well, great, and we really appreciate you being a member of the Downtown Kiwanis Club. You and Chris Kaufman will bring just some added flair and some expertise in an area that's really important to the state of Indiana and actually all over the country. So welcome in that regard.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Thank you. One of the first questions that comes to my mind is, and I wonder if it's come to yours, what were they thinking about putting you in this commissioner's role in this year?
Well, sometimes I think we don't get to write our story. I think the story is written for us, and it just happened to be my turn to sit in the seat here on Meridian Avenue and put my spin on it. And none of us signed up for the pandemic, but it's the world that we live in right now, and I think it's our duty to do our best to try to make the best decisions we can. But I know this, I'm thankful that I get to do this in a tough time in the state of Indiana, because there's nowhere else like Indiana and their management of this.
Amen. Well, you're standing on some pretty tall shoulders of men that preceded you, and no doubt. But with regard to the pandemic, how has that affected what the IHSAA has done over the last 12 months?
Well, I think the thing that we've learned is you've got to look at this thing in segments, and you've got to resist the temptation to plan too far in advance. I would wish I could write a story right now to what this spring would look like, or what fall football would have looked like, or this boys basketball. But this pandemic doesn't afford us that opportunity. So we've got to remain flexible. We've learned to make just-in-time decisions. And really, I've talked a lot about our window to making our decision-making structure is really 2 weeks, because we know anything beyond that could change or need to be adjusted. So we've remained flexible. We've tried to provide broad guidance when it comes to dealing with pandemic, because as we look at it from a state organization's perspective, we have 92 counties in this great state, and each county is different, and they need to be able to make decisions that work for their local community.
You have led the association with regard to state tournaments in a variety of sports. I think immediately to the football state championships that took place, the wrestling championships that have taken place, as well as the girls basketball program that is in process and will soon be concluded. I guess it is concluded.
It is concluded. Yeah. We finished that just recently, and great tournament, great games.
So in that regard, going forward with the boys basketball state tournament, and we're going to have 8 great finalists in that for the 4 classes. How will you envision, how will what you learn this year, how might that affect you going forward?
Well, I think that's a great question, and we've had that question posed to us several times. What changes would you make or keep in place post-pandemic? And I tell you what, I hesitate with that a little bit, because I do want to get back to some resemblance of normal. But, we will evaluate everything that's gone on this year. We'll look at how we did different aspects of the tournament, and then we'll implement some changes, as simple as maybe separating the time period between games so fans can leave and come back, and those types of things, a little more relaxed in the days so it's not rush. And we experienced that benefit in cross country and some of the other things that we've done this year. So, it's hard to write that story right now, but we will have this experience to draw on as we make all of our decisions moving forward for the 2021-22 school year.
Yeah, and that'll be here before we know it.
We will be.
We look forward to observing and watching and following you as you lead the Indiana High School Athletic Association through all that you do, and you do wonderful work, and we are so grateful to you and your staff.
Well, I appreciate that, and our lens here is to focus on every kid that makes every team in the state of Indiana. And we love our great athletes, but we also love the kids who are just happy to be part of the team, and we want to protect the experience for all those kids. And the other thing I would tell you that we're most proud of as a staff here, and I've got an incredible staff, is that we are the only state association in the country that started our seasons on time, contested our state championships on time with a full complement of teams and athletes. And that's just a feat to the people of Indiana.
That's incredible. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
God bless. Thanks to the Indiana High School Athletic Association Commissioner, Paul Neidig. I would also like to thank some people and organizations that have made this video possible. They are the Indianapolis Downtown Kiwanis Club and our president, Eric Steele, the Kiwanis Foundation of Indianapolis and its president, Graham Honecker. We would like to thank Quinn Buckner, Vice President of Communications for the Pacers Sports and Entertainment Organization, for his support with our annual Kiwanis Club State Championship and academic awards over the last 13 years, the Jim Mills family, and the IHSAA. Mike Yance Films, our basketball committee, includes Larry Barrett, Bill Du Bois, Steve Farrow, Mike Halstead, Graham Honecker, Marge O'Laughlin, Trina Raudebush, David Cease, and Rush Yelverton. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much. And the glue that has held this together for years is Taylor Jacoby and Tina Runge. We appreciate you all. This would not have happened without you two specifically. Thank you. Good luck to all those who participate in the upcoming tournament. At this time, I will turn the program back to the Indianapolis Downtown Kiwanis Club President, Mr. Eric Steele.
We wanted to give you a plaque for your 13 years of leadership, so we're going to be missed. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was all Taylor's idea, not mine. I'm just kidding.
So I can't come back next year. All right.
Thanks, David. And thanks as well to each of you for joining us today. The Kiwanis Club of Indianapolis hopes you have enjoyed the program. If you are interested in learning more about Kiwanis and membership, please reach out to our Kiwanis office. It has been a pleasure for the Kiwanis Club to work with the IHSAA and other sponsoring organizations as the Kiwanis Club of Indianapolis continues with our tradition of being an active player in Hoosier hysteria. Congratulations to the coaches, the fans, and most of all, to all of you student athletes who have earned the right to compete for your schools. We hope to see you next year in person.